I think.
Yeah, yeah. I agree. No, I understand. Um, yeah, but I just really like it. It just it just hit the right buttons. And compared, soon I'm going to see Weapons, the another horror film. See, like either that will knock this out as my favorite horror film or 2025 film. But like, yeah, at this point, I like this film. I think it's really deep, but it's really fun. I mean, the vampire stuff is really great. Jack, speaking of performances, I mean, Michael B. Jordan. I really like him. He's a great actor, so I thought this was a great role for him, playing the double twins. Um, and yeah, and Haley Steinfeld, great actress, love her. I thought she was really great here, and Jack O'Connell, who plays the villain, the Irish vampire, he's really good. I seen a couple things with him. He's really good. Um, he was in he wasn't in 20 Years Later, but he's briefly there. But yeah. And what is it? Beefy Teen's in the movie. She was great. I really liked her. I mean, she was the wife of one of the twins. I think Smoke. He was the ex-wife. But yeah, I think it was a fantastic movie. I'll give it a 10 out of 10. What's your rating? I'm kind of curious how you rate this film.
Oh, I don't know. I guess maybe like an 8.
Okay, I like that. Yeah, yeah, that's reasonable.
Yeah, I mean, it has a lot of really positive and good elements, working for it as a film. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And I commend, I respect Kugler, for I'm assuming, did he write this movie too?
yes, he wrote this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, taking that into consideration that he wrote it as well, I definitely respect his, his artistic, abilities, in terms of, all the different elements, and sort of genres of film that he added into this one film and then made it all work together.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
it's really
saying?
impressive.
You know, I mean, he just, he had a lot of different elements that made, the story very interesting and very, rich by the end,
Yeah, no. I want to agree with you. It's really like everything is executed right and it's good.
I mean,
Yeah,
he even brings in, the, the historical, experience of, the racial, issues,
yeah,
of that time period. You know what I'm saying? It brings that to the forefront. And the, the, um, you know, the sort of the, where things were at with, with black and white relations at that in that time period, and like, the 40s, 50s or whatever, right? And doesn't overdo it with that part. You know what I'm saying? Like, that aspect is not overdone. To try to call attention to it, but it's there. It's a part of it. And Kugler recognizes it. It addresses it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You
No,
know,
no. He doesn't hit you in the head with that.
and then of
It's
course, and then of course he throws he incorporates the Ku Klux Klan into it too. You know what I'm saying? You know, um, and I think that's well done. It's a small element of the film, but it's still there.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, and
He's very
historically, of course, at that time in the South, the Ku Klux Klan was a reality.
yeah. It's true. Yeah, I was surprised he was going to touch that. But it was a big surprise towards the end. Yeah,
Well, hey, I mean, if you're going to make a movie in that time period, in the South with with black people, that the Ku Klux Klan is is hand to hand, is right there.
yeah. That's true. And I like how he did it. He just made a great ending to like kill them off. So that was
I
good.
mean, a lot of people were in the Klan back in the day.
Yeah, it was very big at that time period. Yeah. So yeah, I knew they were going to do something with that when they mentioned that he was like a former clan in the beginning when they were buying the.
I mean, back in the day, going as recent as like like the 50s and 60s and shit. Like, you couldn't even you couldn't even get elected or become a a politician in a state, in a southern state, or run for office, in a southern state, if you didn't join the Klan first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's true.
Yeah, dude, participating in the Klan was like, what was like you had like a no brainer, like it was like a guaranteed thing that had to be done back then, to like be able to like do anything.
Yeah. No, that's true. Oh, speaking of the cast, I just checked it. I now I recognize her. I'm sorry to interrupt, but the girl that was Sammy's like love interest, he kind of hooked up, the other singer that was married. She's the mayor for the Batman. Just want to point that out. Mel Bell Real, whatever her name.
Never heard of her.
Yeah, she was in the Batman. She was the mayor that became.
I watched the Batman such a long time ago that I cannot remember that film and who was in it.
Yeah, she was briefly in the Penguin. We saw her like later on in the series, but yeah, I recognize who was that actress. But yeah,
none of the secondary characters in the Batman really had any real roles in that film, or any real presence, in the films. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. Whenever we review that again, or whatever, we'll discuss that. But yeah,
we never reviewed the Batman, sir. That was before.
No.
That was before we met.
Yeah, I did like a podcast, and I like the film. I mean, especially now when the Penguin came out, it made that film even.
Of course, I'm sure you did. I'm just saying that I had not met you at that time when the movie came out.
No. We met in 2023, so it was like right past that.
A long time ago, sir. A long time ago.
Long time ago, sir. It's been 2 years, which is crazy, and this year is going to be 3, so that's great. Okay, so I think that'll be it for the seniors. I got trailers. We got the Fallout Season 2 trailer. I posted that in the MCU.
Yeah, I saw that drop.
Yeah, so let's do that first because I'm very excited for that show. And I have one for It as well. So we'll go after that after we're done with Fallout Season 2. Apparently, what was it?
I wonder where other TV shows were coming out at the end of the year.
What else is coming out? Let me watch this. Let me pull something out and see what else is coming out. Right there.
I'm looking for someone.
Common story around here. Someone you care about or someone you hate?
Oh, what a great question. What say you, Miss McLean?
Why would my dad go to Las Vegas?
You want to know why the world ended? It started here with one man.
It's all over, but the cry.
Cooper Howard, star of the silver screen.
And no,
like yourself, I am the very best at what I do.
but
And what I do is I know everything.
I know there's a war coming. The bombs will only be the beginning. My concern is that you would do just about anything to save your family. I think you are actually quite a violent man. You just don't want to kill me yet.
Let's get lucky, shall we?
defer to you about what to do in this situation.
Well, all right. So that was the Fallout Season 2 trailer, which was awesome. So our one of our members in was the chat say Andrew. He said that creature towards the end was called Deathclaw. Very
Death Claws. Yeah, the Death Claws.
yeah. So apparently from the game. So that's interesting. Yeah.
They were interesting creatures in the game.
Yeah, I haven't played the game, so
Very difficult to beat. As an opponent. They're the most dangerous enemy that you run into, I think, in the game.
Okay. Yeah. Besides the crazy zombies, as usual.
No, the Death Claws are the worst. They're the most dangerous.
Yeah, I try to remember when we were getting to when the show came out. I was like listening to like a lot of the like bio.
There's no zombies in Fallout. It's there's gangs. You fight other gangs. You fight a lot of gangs and stuff like that in the wasteland. There's gangs, weapons and shit like that you have to fight. In terms of creature, and then there's robots too that you have to fight. There's robots.
Robots.
Robotic weapons and things like that. Like they showed in Fallout Season 1. Like Mr. Happy. Machine gun robots and stuff like that. And then there's creatures like Death Claws.
Yeah, that's true. I guess ghouls. The one that like.
Okay, yeah, there's ghouls, but they're not zombies.
Yeah. I was forgetting their names. But yeah, it's been a while to remember the names. But yeah, so. I thought the trailer was good. I'm very excited to see the show again, to review it with you guys. Definitely have to be in the schedule.
Anytime we can review a show that's good for more than one season, I think that's awesome.
Yeah, and the first season was great. We reviewed it last year, and it was amazing. So
yeah, I know you. I knew you that you really enjoyed it. I knew you had said that when we did it.
Yeah.
It feels like it was not that long ago that we covered it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it seemed like like months ago, but yeah, it's not. It hasn't been that long. Yeah, but that was crazy. But nothing will beat Shogun. But that was like my favorite after Shogun. But,
Fallout wasn't as good as Shogun at all. Not even close. As Shogun. Shogun was an exceptional TV show overall.
Exactly.
Fallout was not that type of show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. It was very different, and it's one of the more successful video game shows too. I mean, in adaptation. So
again, much respect. It's hard to do. It's not.
Yeah.
I don't think at all. I don't know, but I don't believe it's easy to convert video games into other media that well. It's hard to do.
No. It's really hard to do. I mean, they're still working out, the formula, but like, I think we're getting there. But yeah, it's taking a while for it to be, consistent.
And then if you do it and you fuck it up, that's it. There's no do-overs. You know what I'm saying? You can't. Nobody's going to go back and make the show again. You know what I mean, or whatever. Or make the movie again.
Yeah.
At least not anytime soon. You know what I mean? So you kind of fuck the franchise, or whatever, right there, from at that point, like Halo, the Halo TV show, was not good, and I didn't watch season 2, but I bet it was terrible, and it's really unfortunate because the Halo video games are fucking awesome, and that story, those characters, that lore, the Halo lore, is really deep and like really interesting,
Yeah.
Like I've read several of the Halo novels. They're really great books, but that show is not good. Was not good,
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, you brought it up before. It was not good. I know that was the chief. They took off his mask, which was a big no. So yeah.
I didn't care about them taking off his mask. They made a lot. They made some major changes, to Halo the games, lore and universe, for the show, and the way that they made those changes was not done well. You know, like
Yeah.
it didn't help the show at all.
Yeah, I don't know what they did that like didn't do well, and I haven't played Halo or stuff like that, so I'm very surprised they got two seasons of Halo. So I got.
Oh, you never played Halo? No wonder you don't know anything about the lore, or like having to say about what I'm saying about about it and all that. If you never played, then of course you'd have no way to know anything about it.
Yeah, I mean, as I say before, I'm not a video game guy, so I'm not like attached to these things like Sonic or
every popular multi-unit video game has a universe and some level of lore. You know what I mean? Halo was so popular. It had so many games that their universe expanded into creating novels and everything for their universe. You know what I mean? That just gives you an idea of like how deep their lore is in Halo. That they made like 20 novels.
Yeah. I mean, as usual, these IPs. But yeah. One day I'll look at some of the like Halo in-depth analysis and see hear what kind of universe they have. I mean, I sort of know it, but that is not.
It's very simple with Halo. Like the story of Halo is very simple. Humans, have to fight a war with an alien race. You know what I'm saying? It's that kind of story. That kind of deal. You know what I mean? And it's in the future. With futuristic technology. So space technology, is futuristic and all that, the expansion, into the universe and and conquering other planets and all that has been done, and the alien, force that is the villain or that humans have to fight in Halo, is a coalition of like all these different alien races, that all come together and obey like one religion, right?
Okay.
And they're all united under like one banner together, and it's this massive war, once the aliens find out about the humans, you know what I'm saying? They start destroying colonized planets, and the aliens have the more sophisticated firepower and ships and technology than the humans do, right? So the humans in the military create the Spartans, right? The super soldiers of Halo, Master Chief, right? To fight in the war against the aliens.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
interesting.
And the Spartans, right? Master Chief are enhanced humans, that are bred from child age to fight, and they're enhanced with scientific enhancements to their bodies,
Okay.
So they're super strong and durable and stamina and fast and all that, and they're so efficient, and trained that when it comes to fighting, in war, the one Spartan, one unit of Spartans, a team of like 4 or 5 Spartans, is capable of taking on 10,000 alien soldiers, or whatever, right?
Okay.
Like they're that good,
Yeah. Oh wow. Okay. And Halo was in Paramount Plus. Okay. I
and within Halo, there's all these really awesome and really interesting space naval battles and stuff like that happen, ship on ship battles and stuff like that,
Okay. Yeah, kind of like Star Wars, but
kind of like that, but more military style, like more naval. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know, because that's how the ships are like, you know, run, or like, you know, in the future in Halo, you know, the Navy does all the space travel, you know.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering if they were naval or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and their ships are massive. You know, like they you know, in the future they create all these massive ships, you know, that are really interesting and like really elaborate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I totally forgot they were Xbox exclusive. The Halo franchise.
Yeah, there's a lot of great characters in the Halo story. You know, some really standout characters. You know, several of them. You know what I mean? It's very interesting. It really is.
Yeah, I'm just very sad it didn't do well, but yeah.
Yeah, the show was not good.
Yeah, I'm very curious.
The only TV show we ever covered it on the Bleeding Edge and then stopped mid-season and stopped doing it.
Oh man, that yeah. I can't believe we need to do that with Acolyte or whatever show we read.
I've always been a Halo fan. When I heard they were making a Halo TV show, you know, I was like, hey, why not? You know?
Yeah, I mean, it had potential. I mean, it was in Paramount Plus.
Nobody watched it.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Nobody watched it. It was not popular. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, really good cast here too. It's crazy. Oh my God.
You can tell by the amount of like trailer reactions that came out on YouTube. You know, like you know, as a metric, kind of. You know, in terms of like how many people were watching it. You know, there was only a handful of trailer reactions that came out when the show came out.
Yeah. I saw the I mean, because the trailers didn't like. I don't think it really show you the potential of the show.
The trailer reactions aren't as popular like overall now as they used to be during the heyday of the MCU. You know, now that the MCU and the superhero genre has fallen off, you know, the whole that whole popularity of trailer reaction videos is not there.
No, it has changed quite a bit. Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, because we were just getting a lot of crap for the superhero films, like this decade, unfortunately, and you know, it's been.
Well, yeah. I mean, you know, the only way to create an environment where, you know, trailers are so in demand and so exciting or whatever, you know, and popular that, you know, people can react to them, and you know, 10, 15, 20, 50,000 people will watch the reaction. You know what I'm saying? The only way to make that happen is to make good movies or TV shows at the same time, you know, consistently. You know what I mean? You know, so that the trailers are popular, you know.
Yeah, I know.
And you got to make good trailers, and Marvel's always made good trailers, you know.
Yeah, they did.
That's what they've always been good at, no matter what, is making good trailers.
Yeah. I think
does not matter what a complete fucking total shitbag of a movie they make. The trailers are still popular, like still positive. They're still good.
Yeah, I mean, the Thor: The Dark World, not a good MCU film. Had a really good trailer, I got to say. And
Thor 4: Love and Thunder. The trailers were not good. They were just okay, right? But based on the trailers, you would have thought that movie was at least watchable. You know, like that was at least okay.
Yeah, that's true. I like the Thor: Love and trailers, but it was like when you saw the film finally is where like, okay, I don't like the film, and the trailers.
I knew when I saw that first trailer that movie was in trouble.
Oh really? Oh
yeah.
You're lucky, sir. I had high hopes when that was coming out. Oh my God.
I knew something wasn't right. I knew it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there was no way to predict it would be as bad as it was. You know what I'm saying? Back then.
Oh
you know?
yes.
Coming off Ragnarok. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, and Avengers: Infinity War and Endgame. I mean, he was great there.
No, but specifically Ragnarok, because you're bringing back the same director, the same, you know, all that. You know what I mean? You know, so at that point, you know, the expectation was it was going to be a good film.
Yeah, it's true. Well, and it has Christian Bale. That was the thing I was excited for. It was Christian Bale.
There you go, Christian Bale. Yeah.
Yeah. So those other there were other reasons to be excited for that film. But yeah, Doctor Strange 2 had a good like trailer. I mean, I don't know if you remember this, but when no one.
Oh yeah, Doctor Strange 2 trailers were fucking awesome.
Yeah, and
but the movie was not that good.
No, I like it, but it's not as good. Yeah, it should have been better. You know,
I can remember that was a key moment for me. You know, in content creation on the bleeding edge. You know, in terms of where the MCU was at. As far as I told you about it before. We were getting together to do a show one night, and in the studio before the show, Lord Deathman from the Podcast of Champions and Renee, Loki's mom, the used to guest with us back then, were there, and they had both just seen Doctor Strange 2, and both of them equally, but at the same time, both of them, equally at the same time that night, were very much in the same place of being like coming off watching the movie, being like very much like, I'm concerned about the MCU right now based off this kind of feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where they were at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just watched this movie and like now I'm kind of like, getting a little bit pessimistic about where the MCU is going right now. You know what I mean? Nah,
I kind of agree because starting with Doctor Strange 2, it's something that's not right. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, even the Disney Plus shows during that year too was like, I don't know.
It became a big discussion that night. I remember. I can't remember what we were doing that night on the show, but whatever it was, if I remember correctly, I think we actually got rid of it and changed it and just made the show about talking about where Marvel was at and Doctor Strange 2. Yeah, because I mean, at that time, it was a very, where the how hot button, the MCU was back then, the MCU chatter, was heavy, so it was a big event for Doctor Strange 2 to not be good or be that good.
Yeah, no, I can't agree. No,
it just stands out to me though in time that like that happened after that movie. That I had that night event happen. And I always remember that. That's like that was one of the first times where it was like a big conversation amongst multiple people where we all shared the same feelings and opinions about something. You know what I mean? To where we wanted to talk about it.
Yeah, no, I understand. Yeah, great. I mean, yeah, we can do like another podcast to talk about that. But yeah,
Doctor Strange 2 was not terrible, but it was not very good. And and especially with the trailers being that good, and being that big of a deal, right? I remember everybody was pumped for Doctor Strange 2,
Yeah, and to bring up and before we get into it, but like, to wrap up, you have to remember it was also connected to Disney Plus show with WandaVision because we're gonna get Scarlet Witch.
Yeah. If you were an actual MCU fan that would know about that stuff, there was that connection where it was a part of a 3-part, deal with WandaVision and Spider-Man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and Spider-Man No Way Home because that was the
last.
That
was a very MCU kind of thing to do, like a very comic book thing to do to have a 3-part, deal like that,
Yeah, so many potential. But yeah, that was crazy. Yeah. Oh man, that was a good old times. Okay, so I have It Welcome to Derry. That's gonna be our. I think that's gonna be our next show after we're done with the 2 shows we're reviewing right now.
It's one of the only TV shows in the fourth quarter of 2025 that we have to cover.
Okay, yeah, because I did check like what else is coming, and I don't know the ones will I don't know now. I'll see which one will be the ones we'll probably review.
I've looked myself, Andres. I have an idea, and I've looked and seen what does come out for the rest of the year. But there's always a couple of shows that come out that you don't hear about, right? Until they come out, kind of. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, there's like one or two I heard right now. Like, I mean, some of them is just already past. Like the Pit, I heard that was a good one.
The Pit came out a long time ago, sir. It came out at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, beginning of the year. The new Dexter show that's just like wrapping up.
That's
now.
on right now. That's on right now.
Yeah, right now I heard that was actually really good and better. What else? Other ones like Paradise. I heard Paradise was good. That's the Hulu show. What else? The Studio. I don't know if your friends talked about
Nothing
that.
that's coming out for the rest of the year is anything that I know about, or like that I know, that I have any information about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All of it would be new to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it out. See what else we can do. I mean, let's see.
It always helps to find another show or two to cover at the end of the year. In the last couple months of a year, when there's not so much to cover. So just keep your eyes open. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, there's always stuff that does come out that you don't really hear about at all.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So I'm gonna keep that.
What's his name? Jeremy Renner's TV show where he plays the mayor or whatever of that city.
Yes,
is back. It's coming out for another season. It's fourth season or whatever soon.
Yeah, and is that in Paramount too?
Yes, I believe so. I think it's on Paramount Plus. Yes.
Yeah. I heard good things about that too.
Yeah, I've seen it. I saw the trailer for one of the seasons. It looked okay.
Yeah, there's another one. For Stallone, what is it called? Tulsa King. I heard that one.
Yeah, Tulsa King.
Yeah, I heard that one.
Obviously, Renner is physically capable of acting. Still or whatever. If he's been making that TV show this whole time.
Yeah, I mean, I try to remember. I think season 2 or 3. It was between the accent, right? Like in between the seasons.
At some point during the show, there must have been a part where he could not work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But somehow they've managed to make 4 seasons of the show with him in it.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Because he's the main character,
Yeah, thank goodness he's alive. I like him as actor, so I'm very happy.
Oh yeah, his accident was very very dangerous.
Yeah, and I hope it. He can do season 2 of Hawkeye if that's ever a thing. But yeah,
I don't know. With the way the MCU is going, honestly, to tell you the truth, I really don't know.
No, I don't know either. I mean,
just because it was heavily rumored there for a while, and some of the well-known, social media, people or whatever, have talked about it and confirmed it and all that stuff, does not mean at the end of the day that Marvel Studios is going to make it.
Yeah, Mayor of Kingstown. That's the.
Yeah, Mayor of Kingstown.
Yeah, it's 4th season.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Its 4th season is going to premiere on October 26th, 2025.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've heard of Tulsa King. I don't know how good it is. But I like Sly Stallone. So I'm sure it's an okay show.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same creator that did Yellowstone, so I mean,
Jason Momoa is making that new is in that new Hawaiian native Hawaiian TV show.
Was it the Chief of War? It
looks just like the TV show he was on on Apple. Like no different.
Yeah. See, it's called from Apple Plus TV. Okay, let's see. Yeah, see, and then the Chief of War just came out. I think Chief of War is in Apple TV Plus. 5 episodes they have. That's interesting. Yeah, I'll check if they have other things that we can watch. But yeah, there's other things going on besides that. Okay, let's get into It Welcome to Derry season. Not season 2, but like the teaser trailer 2. And then after that we'll discuss that, and then we can like wrap up here.
My family and I just moved to town, and we're looking for things to fill the place.
So how are you adjusting?
Things are certainly different here. Things to fill the place.
So how are you adjusting?
Things are certainly different here. Derry is a beautiful place, but things do happen from time to time.
Well, either you're closing your eyes to a situation you do not wish to acknowledge, or you are not aware of the caliber of disaster.
Maddie was last seen the night of January 4th at the theater.
He did tell me he'd been seeing weird stuff for a while before he disappeared. What in the hell is it? The Sonorita. You know, an evil spirit?
Mothers of River City, heed that warning before it's too late. Watch for the telltale signs of corruption. The minute your son leaves the house.
We have to tell someone.
No one's gonna believe us.
Most people, they only believe what they can see with their own eyes.
What is it? Answer me! I don't know!
I don't know what the hell it is.
People in this town, it's like the devil's in them.
There. Okay. So our last trailer to review is It Welcome to Derry. Wow. First time seeing this teaser trailer. I'm very excited for this one. This one is my pick. After we're done with Peacemaker and oh no, what's the show we're doing? Alien Earth. After that. So but yeah, I'm very excited. We need to review the movies, right? Because because It Chapter 1, I think it's good to familiar like the world. I don't know if you've seen the Marion series from the 90s, but
I never saw the films. I've never watched them.
yeah, they're not that. Chapter 1 is a good horror film. Chapter 2 is like okay, but you know it's not as good as the first one. I saw them in both in theaters. They're very good. It's directed by Annie Machete, who did the Flash movie a couple years ago. And yeah, it's based on Stephen King as usual. But yeah. And Pennywise is played by one of the Skarsgård brothers.
Yeah, Bill, right?
Bill, who's a great actor. He's a really good Pennywise. And I think it's great that he's coming back for this show.
Yeah, I see a little bit of him as Pennywise from scenes of the It films on YouTube, you know, and he does look really scary.
Yeah, really good. I mean, great performer, very scary. I really like this version. Yeah, despite the film's quality, even Chapter 2, he was really good still. Yeah. So yeah, that's going to come out very soon in October, as usual. And yeah, hopefully it delivers. So that's good. Anything else to say about this show? I think that's all I have to say. It's coming out October 2025 this year with 9 episodes, which is good. So that will lead us into like November and stuff like that.
Yeah, most definitely, sir. That was a great pick. You know, I'm glad that we're going to do your first TV show that you selected for us at the Bleeding Edge. It's great.
Yeah, I'm very happy because I was like, oh, how to fill in, you know, because like August we got the Alien Earth and Peacemaker doing very good. I was like, oh my god, and then when I heard this show was coming out, I was like, oh, I need to do this. This is really good, you know. So yeah,
most definitely. You know, if it was another network or whatever, you know, trying to make this kind of show, you know, I might be a little bit, you know, iffy about it, you know what I'm saying? But with it being HBO, you know, I'm very confident that HBO will be able to put together a really solid show.
Yeah, No. When I heard that they were gonna do it, I was like, yeah, we probably had to gonna do it because it's HBO. I mean, come on, we've been reviewing HBO shows, so that's good. Yeah, yeah. So thank you, Jeff, for joining me tonight, sir. It was a blast talking to you.
Always, sir. Most definitely,
Yeah,
Andre.
yeah.
I always enjoy spending time with you every other Sunday night, sir.
Yes. So it's really fun. Yeah. So just quick plugs. Our schedules. Wednesday, me, Jeff, and Cyber are going to be back again to do Alien Earth. This week I'm going to moderate episode 3. So I'm gonna moderate the Alien Earth episode 3, and then Friday we're back again to do Peacemakers season 2 episode 2. So that's our schedule for this week. Anything else we have to bring up besides that?
No, sir. That would be it.
Yep. So thank you everyone for joining us on the Sinners review, and we'll be back again for another awesome selected movie, whatever, for the Andreas Pop Lecture Talk. Thank you, Jeff.
All right, sir. Most definitely.